welcome to part 1 of the X-Wing build. This is the MPC Luke Skywalker X-Wing build. I built a few months back, but I finally got to start editing and getting it posted up on YouTube. It was a really cool build, so let's go check it out.
Alright, here we are on the X-Wing build. I was planning on doing this the same time as the snow speeder, but I just kind of got going on with the snow speeder there. Kind of came up with an idea with this stand. I've seen other people using it, and I'm going to see if I can get a light to shine up through here and make all this glow. And I might end up just going ahead and using the stand, but I don't know. There's a lot of weight in the back of that ship. Not very convincing. Although it's supposed to, okay, it's supposed to crimp in a little better like that. But I would put her at like a that. That would be better where she's lifting off. I might keep this piece clear and do those in color, but we'll see. If I could get a LED to make this light up like an explosion kind of thing, that would be cool. Okay, but like I said, this ship should go together fairly quick because most of it's going to be glued together before paint. The way I really would love to do all of them. But it doesn't always seem to work that way because you have to get in there and paint certain things before you do it. So let's look at the instructions. The first thing we're going to build, like these I'm going to paint different than white. So I can assemble, I can put that in there, but I don't need to put it on this. And I can assemble this section and this section and leave this out so I can paint that gray and then that white and then assemble. I can even paint this gray and then do all that afterwards and still, you know, do the ships at a different part. But here's all the things that we took off the sprues. Like here's the which that's kind of interesting because those engines don't really have something like that. A little cone. It's just a thing, not a cone. But here's your engines. Just need to clean it up big time. But in order to get these to glow, I would actually have to put. So they want you to put those in there. I would actually have to drill a hole and put an LED through. I'm still debating if I do that, but I think I will. That would be what? I thought about just using 3 of the little orangish red SMDs, but I'd like to have these flickering, and I got a whole huge bag of them. So that would be 4 for that, and I think just 1 little LED for the cockpit. I'm not going to try to light any controls because this is the cockpit. Yeah. I mean, I could drill those 2, 4, 6 areas out. And when it's backlit, make those light. Maybe that's what I'll do. But what do you do down here? You know? I don't know how much room is in there. Where does this actually connect? It's going to be more back here. It just basically slides on up through. And if this is the bottom, just going to sit somewhere, probably right about here. Oh no, he should be back here. Something like that. No, he's kind of like I thought, where these little side areas are. He's going to be about here. So it's not going to leave me a whole lot of room. I mean, I could put a little SMD in this area to light up through there, but I don't think that's worth it. I think we'll just light this area. His feet are going to go through, so that's probably going to hide most of the light coming through the floor. What's the cockpit pilot look like? He's probably an Air Force pilot, yep. Pretty much. Sometimes you just don't even want to use these figures because this is nothing. Luke doesn't have a, they don't have a thing that goes over their faces like that. And now we'll figure it out. It's good enough, just first looks like something's in there. Somebody's in there. So yeah, I might drill those 6 big holes out. I could even drill those couple little tiny ones up there, but I might just drill those 6 big ones out. Backlight it. Some light will come underneath the light, the cockpit, and whatever and whatnot. That's about as far as that. And then four pulsatings for the engines, and that's it. So at least we can put those aside for now. What we do need is these pieces. That. All those little pieces like that. There's gotta be more than just one. There's no. Or they might not all be off their sprue yet. They might not be. They might still be on a sprue, or they're in here. They're in here. There's that one. And there is this. And that one. And that one. Yeah, how many pieces are there? These are the engines, so it should be 4 times 2. Okay. Should be 8 of them. I'll stick you guys in there. We'll deal with you guys another time. Yeah, so this is fairly simple. We're just gonna try to match up the correct ones. Looks like it's. Oh, it does have. Okay, each one is the same number. Well, they're all 9s. Makes no sense. I need to pair them up with ones where these go like that. That's a pair. That's a pair. That's not. And that's not. Oh, no, there they are. That's a pair. That's a pair. Somewhere I have something that's not paired up right, and that's you. You're not a pair, and you're not a pair. Yeah, I can't switch you with you. You guys go together fine, and you guys go together fine. Now how's that? No, these should go together. Oh, there we go. Alright, finally. So we can glue these together, and then I could probably clean a lot of them up when they're glued together. So we'll do. I should put. Oh boy. Is that how this kit's gonna work? This can't be. That barely lines up at all. There's got to be certain ones that go together. Because all those edges line up. Well, I guess. Yeah, there ain't a very good lining up of of the detail work, and there really ain't much you can do about that unless you just completely cut these register points. And align it yourself, which probably would be the best way to do this. It's not like this is a super hard thing to get lined up. But yeah, that's funny how you just gotta kind of shift them. You can move them a little bit to try to get them to the best alignment. Even the key ends aren't that strong, so it seems like as they're melting, I'm able to move stuff better as the glue is attacking them. And go back and yeah, see, I just was able to move that, yet it's still, you know, a good solid. So if as the glue starts to fight the styrene a little bit and melt it, I'm able to move stuff. Yes, you can, that's way better. Stay there for a little bit and keep attacking. And once that all kind of does its thing, you know, like that almost won't even let you line up. Now I'm going to go through and hit stuff with the extra thin, which will hopefully help bond all this together better. Yeah, that worked great. And then we'll go over those seams and clean them up. You know, like I said, the more it's yeah, I'm able to shift it just enough to make it work. Beautiful. And this thin, extra thin is helping it do that. And the nice thing about the extra thin is it fills in the small, real tiny small gaps. Oh ho! Don't you spill. Alright, here we go. Now, I know that since we're running close on time too, but that's stage one in a sense, except for the not glue them together really good, except for the engine nozzles, which, like I said, those are going to get painted, so I'm going to leave them out, and that's the same thing I'm going to do with that piece there. Oh, and plus, yeah, I'm thinking I might not like this kit. I mean, I could. I mean, I just close this up. Just not thinking, but I still drill a hole there and drill a hole there. And that's probably a better spot for your LED. And I still drill a little hole there for the wire to come through. So it's not a big deal. I'm going to have to solder it first and then run it through. And then let's see how those caps go on. I was really thinking of I might drill a bigger hole here. That way the LED is actually glued into this part. Or do I just do it there? Stick it in as almost all the way in. Drill another hole there. And then that piece will cover most of it once that falls in there. I think this piece will cover most of it. There are these bulbs that are 5mm, I think, yeah. Yeah, so they'll be buried, so I can always... These are a ton of glue, but I can drill a hole big enough for these to go in, solder them, then tuck them in, and then glue them just with the bulb. And I gotta see how thick this plastic is, but just so I don't know if those have a flange on them. At least that one does. No, they're supposed to fit pretty tight. I gotta sand that off, so that would fit down further. So that's almost gonna fit flush against that wall. Flush in there. So what we can do and you just have the bulb poke through a little bit there, and then we'll glue this piece down in. Yep. So yeah, I'll just drill a big, hole enough. It just sucks. I like how that little flange there would have gave it something so it wouldn't pull through, but that's how we'll do it. You can still do that. I just got to be mindful of that. I'm getting all in a hurry, but we're not too far. There's a little hole there for wires, and I can bring everything in through the other way. That's fine. Yeah, because then eventually it shows these going like that, and that'll bring it into that compartment. Yep, that'll bring it into that compartment. The wires come up in that way, so we're still good. Yeah, and that's the end of that. This will go, I think, something like this. And these will be like that. So, yeah, that'll work. We'll still be able to get that down, and however we get it, the wires in here. But we just gotta remember well, that's yeah, I gotta see how things can move in here. So we'll have to do some dry fitting and see how the wiring is going to go. Alright, so like I said, that's stage 2. Now we need to do, or stage 1, now we need to do stage 2. But I think we're getting really close on time here, but I'll just switch on an SD card. But we need those guys. And the number 5s, and I don't think those are number 5s. I think these are number 5s. There's 3 of them. Alrighty. It might hopefully be in here. There it is. That's the biggest mess with all these little parts everywhere, so we can easily pop, 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 R2, two, you can go back in there. And these guys, the same thing. Two, three, and four. And you're just landing gear. You know, that sprue for just landing gear. Yeah, we'll keep that be like that. Okay. So these, we got a lot of cleanup. And here we don't have to worry about any wiring. You just gotta glue these like that. Why they really actually even did that, I have no idea, because it's kind of silly. But I think we're going to stop here because I got like a minute on this SD card. We'll be right back real shortly and we'll start putting these laser cannons together. See you soon.